YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Chris from BWC, and you're now boxing with Chris. Man, I've been meaning to touch on this subject, but before anything, first time here, you got to hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and tune into the work. We'll be discussing what's next for Tszyu, and after him having his fight postponed with Jermell Charlo earlier this year, was supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, January 28th. He's had two very impressive victories, one against a common foe and Tony Harrison, which he stopped in the 9th round in March, if I'm not mistaken, of this year. And then this past Saturday, stopping Carlos Ocampo in the first round, dominating fashion. One of the good things about this fight and being postponed is, if you guys remember, when Tszyu made his American soil debut, he was knocked down. He looked, he looked impressive, not the best. So the way I look at it is, if this fight would have went through well, he was knocked down. He didn't look that impressive, but now he's looked very impressive in his last two fights. So now, if Charlo decides to go the non-tune-up route after suffering a broken hand in mid-January earlier this year and jumps right into Tszyu, this will be a very great fight. And it makes Charlo, put another stamp on his record. To me, he's been the man at 154. He has taken his losses, but his two questionable losses he has avenged by knockout. Much respect to the undisputed super welterweight champion of the world. But Tszyu is coming. Much respect to Tszyu, obviously son of legendary Costa Tszyu. And, man, it's going to be a hell of a fight. Tszyu's stock just keeps going up. His last two fights, he's been staying active. Fought in March, now fought in June. Charlo's been inactive since May of last year, when he captured the WBO championship from Brian Castano in Los Angeles. So only two things can come out of this. Will Jermall Charlo jump into the match with Tszyu, which would be a great match that we were supposed to have already, or maybe will he take his tune-up and maybe we can see this fight early 2024, which should be interesting. But Tszyu stock just keeps rising. Power puncher. There's holes in his game that Charlo can expose, but this will be the hardest puncher that Charlo has fought. And this should be interesting and see where it goes. But Tszyu has been looking very impressive as of late. And, it's context. Like I said, his stock being up makes the fight better now. We know Charlo said that he will not be fighting in Australia. So we know that this fight will take place in the States, most likely in Texas. Don't be surprised if even in Vegas. But this is a hell of a fight to make by the PBC. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Does Tszyu have the tools to beat Jermell Charlo and capture the undisputed crown? Very good fight to make. Very excited to see this fight come to fruition, if it can't come to fruition. But once again, it's your boy Chris from BWC. Thank you for boxing with Chris. Make sure you keep hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and tuning into the work. But you know what you got to do. Keep it 8 more than 92. And I'm going to see y'all soon. Peace.